Hello everyone, in this video we're going to review AP Precalculus Topic 3.12 Equivalent Representation of Trigonometric Functions. Question 111. Which of the following expression is equivalent to 1/2 sine 2s, right? So, you need to memorize the trigonometric identities, right? So, this one becomes 1/2 sine 2s equals 2 sine s cosine s, right? This one is the double angles formula, right? Now 2 and 2 right here cancel out. So the answer is sine s cosine s. The answer must be C. Now question 112. Which of the following expression is equivalent to cosine 5 pi over 11 times cosine 2 pi over 11 minus sine 5 pi over 11 times sine 2 pi over 11, right? So you look at this one, you see that this guy and this guy are the same, right? So we just label A. This one A. This guy and this guy are the same. We just label B. It's going to be B. So we write this one down. So it could be cosine A, cosine B minus sine A, sine B. This guy actually cosine of A plus B, right? So A equals 5 pi over 11. B equals 2 pi over 11. I just substitute this guy into this expression, right? So I have cosine of 5 pi over 11 plus 2 pi over 11. Now the common mistake student always makes, this guy is minus sign, this guy must be opposite, alright, when it comes to this formula. If this guy is plus sign, this guy must be negative sign, so keep that in mind. Alright, so this guy turns out to be cosine of, now they have the same denominator. You just add the numerators up, right? So it could be cosine of 7 pi over 11, right? So the answer must be B. Now, question 113, similar to question 112, right? So I just label this one A, and then this one must be A, right? This one is B, and this one must be B, right? So I just write this one out. So it could be sine of A cosine B minus sine B cosine A, right? This guy actually sine of A minus B, right? You just substitute values, right? A equals 2 pi over 7, right? So you have sine of 2 pi over 7 minus B, which means pi over 7, right? And then you just simplify, right? So 2 pi subtract pi is going to be pi. So pi over 7. The answer must be C. Now question 114, similar to 112, right? This one is A, this one is B, this one is A, and this one is B, right? Just write the formula out, right? So it could be cosine A times cosine B plus sine A times sine B, right? This guy actually cosine of A minus B, right? A lot of students make mistake, right? This guy is plus sine, this guy must be minus sine. If this guy is minus sine, this guy must be plus sine. So keep that in mind. Alright, so it could be cosine of A, which means 5 pi over 12. Subtract B, which means pi over 12, right? So it's going to be cosine of 4 pi over 12, right? Now we're going to simplify this one, so it could be cosine of pi over 3, right? Cosine of pi over 3 equals 1/2, right? So the answer must be B. Now question 115. we have sine of 7 pi over 12. We label this one as A, right? This one as B, this one as B, and this one as A, right? So just write out the formula, right? So we have sine A cosine B plus sine B cosine A, right? This one actually is sine of A plus B, right? Now, A equals 7 pi over 12, right? So we have sine of 7 pi over 12 plus B, which means pi over 12, right? So it could be sine of 8 pi over 12, right? Now simplify, it could be sine of 2 pi over 3, right? So sine of 2 pi over 3 is the same thing as sine of pi over 3, right? So it could be sine of pi over 3, which means root 3 over 2, right? The answer must be C. Now let's move on to the next question. The figures show two circles centered at the origin with angle measures of alpha and beta, respectively, in standard position. The terminal right of the angle alpha intersects the circle at point P. The terminal right of the angle beta intersects the circle at the point Q. The coordinates of the point P are 3, 4, right here. And the coordinates of point Q are 12 and 5. This will be right here, right? Don't forget the radius right here, 13, and radius right here is 5, right? Now, what is the value of sine 2 alpha, right? So, we're going to use the trig identities. We need to expand this one, right? It's going to be 2 sine alpha cosine alpha, right? Now, remember that sine alpha equals y over radius, right? Cosine alpha equals s over radius. So keep that in mind. Right, so we have 2 times sine alpha equals y over r, right? So I have y over r times s over r, right? Now I substitute values y, which means 4 right here. At point P, s equals 3, y equals 4, right? So it could be 2 times 4 over radius equals 5, right? Times s equals 3 over 5, right? Now simplify, it could be 4 times 3, it could be 12, times 2, it could be 24 over 25. The answer must be C. Now, question 117. What is the value of cosine of alpha plus beta, right? So we need to expand this formula first, right? So we have cosine of alpha cosine beta minus sine alpha sine beta, right? Now cosine alpha is going to be formula right here, s over r, right? So you have s, which means 3, r, which means 5, right? So you have 3 over 5. Cosine beta is going to be s over r, right? S right here equals 12. R right here equals 13, right? So it could be 12 over 13, right? Minus sine alpha, which means y over r, right? So 4 over 5, right? And sine beta right here is going to be 5 over 13, right? Alright, now simplify this one. 3 times 12 is going to be 36 over 65. Now for this one right here, don't simplify this one. Don't cancel out 5 and 5, right? Because after you cancel out 5 and 5, and then you need to multiply them back, right? So don't do that. So minus 20 over 65, right? And then I'm going to subtract 36 subtract 20 is to be 16 over 65. The answer must be A. Now question 118. Cosine of 2 beta is going to be 2 cosine square of beta minus 1, right? Now, you know that cosine of beta is going to be S over R, right? S equals 12, R equals 13 right here, right? So you have 12 over 13, right? So you have 2 times 12 over 13 all together square minus 1, right? So it can be 2 times 144 over 169 minus 1, right? So it could be 288 over 169 minus 1, right? So it could be 288 minus 169 over 169, right? So it could be 119 over 169, right? The answer must be C. Now question 119. What is the value of this? Right? So you need to explain this one using the formula sine of alpha cosine of pi over 2 minus sine of pi over 2 cosine of alpha. Right? Remember you have sine of A minus B. It's going to be sine of A cosine of B minus sine of B cosine of A, right? Now we need to simplify this one. So sine alpha, which means y over r, right? So we look at the first diagram right here. Y equals 4 and r equals 5, which means 4 over 5, right? So we have 4 over 5 cosine of pi over 2 equals 0, right? Minus sine pi over 2 equals 1, right? Cosine alpha, which means S over R, right? Now S equals 3, R equals 5 right here, right? So 3 over 5. Now simplify, it's going to be negative 3 over 5. The answer must be B. Question 120. Which of the following expression is equivalent to cosine square of theta minus 1 times secant theta? Alright, so we need to convert secant to cosine, right? And cosine square of theta minus 1, we need to convert it to sine, right? So it's going to be, remember that we have sine square theta plus cosine square theta equals 1, right? Now, cosine square theta minus 1. Now, since we have cosine square theta minus 1, right? So we need to rewrite this one as cosine theta minus 1 equals negative sine square theta, right? So this one right here can be written as negative sine square theta times this one right here secant is going to be 1 over cosine theta, right? Sine square theta I just rewrite as negative sine theta times sine theta over cosine theta, right? So that I'm going to simplify this one and this one right here. So I have negative sine theta times sine theta over cosine theta is going to be tangent theta, right? So the answer must be B. Question 121. Which of the following expression is equivalent to cosine s minus sine s squared? Alright, I just want to point out the common mistakes students always make. Alright, look, they're gonna do like this. Cosine square of s minus sine square of s. Right, this one completely is wrong. Right, you don't have that formula. Keep in mind, a minus b all together square equals a square minus 2ab plus b squared. If you don't know this formula, you just write it like this. A minus b all together square equals a minus b times a minus b 2 times, right? And then you just FOIL this one, right? Or you use box method, right? So if I FOIL this one, it's going to be a times a, it could be a squared. A times negative b, it could be negative ab. B times negative a, it could be negative ab, right? And negative b times negative b, it could be b squared. And if I simplify, it could be like this, right? Now go back over here. You need to expand this one using the formula right here, right? So I have cosine square of s minus 2 sine s cosine s, right? Plus sine square of s, right? Now the third term right here should be the plus side, right? Keep that in mind. This is the plus side. A lot of students maybe say they put the negative side right here. That's wrong. Okay? The negative side goes into the middle term right here. Alright. Now to simplify this one, I just group them, right? So I have sine square of s plus cosine square of s, right? One group minus 2 sine s cosine s, right? Now sine square plus cosine square is going to be 1, right? This is Pythagorean identity, right? Minus 2 sine s cosine s is going to be sine 2s. This guy is the double inverse formula, right? So the answer must be C. Now question 122. Given 1 minus cosine s different from 0, which of the following is equivalent to this one right here, right? Now again, we need to apply the Pythagorean identity, where sine square of s plus cosine square of s equals 1. And then from here, you just manipulate this one, right? So in order to solve for this one right here, I need to subtract 1 both sides and subtract cosine both sides, right? So I have sine square of s minus 1 equals negative cosine square of s, right? So this guy turns out to be negative cosine square of s, right? Now in order to solve for this one right here, I need to subtract cosine square of s both sides, right? So I have sine square of s equals 1 minus cosine square of s, right? So I just replace this one with sine square of s, right? So I have sine square of s, right? Now cosine square divided by sine square is going to be cotangent square, right? So don't forget the negative sign. Negative cotangent square of s. So the answer must be A. Now question 123. We need to break this one down, right? So cosecant square of s divided by cosecant square of s, it could be 1, right? Now negative 1 divided by cosecant square of s, it could be negative 1 over cosecant square of s. Now the common mistake students always make, they're going to cancel out this guy and this guy. That's completely wrong. Alright, so this guy turns out to be 1 minus 1 over cosecant square of s. It's going to be 1 over sine square of s, right? Now to simplify this one, I just multiply the top bottom by sine square of s, right? So I have sine square of s, and this guy is sine square of s, right? This guy cancel out. So this guy turns out to be 1 minus sine square of s, right? Because 1 times this one equals sine square of s, the bottom is 1, right? 1 minus sine square of s equals cosine square of s by Pythagorean identity. The answer must be C. Now question 124. Which of the following expressions is equivalent to this guy? Alright, so we just expand this one using the trig identity, right? Cosecant s is going to be 1 over sine s, right? Now sine 2s, this guy is the double inverse formula. It's going to be 2 sine s cosine s, right? Now this guy cancel out. So it's going to be 2 cosine s, right? The answer must be C. Now question 125. Which of the following expression is equivalent to 5 cosine 2 theta, right? So this guy is the double angle formula, right? So we just expand this one. It's going to be 5 times 2 cosine square theta minus 1, right? So it's going to be 10 cosine theta square, right? Minus 5, right? Because you need to distribute 5, right? So the answer must be C. And it's your time to stop. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Remember that if you failing to prepare, you're preparing to fail.
We rise like tall buildings as the chemicals they take us higher. The night's young, it has just begun as she puts her hand